Oh, great. Aye, isn't it? You've managed. How how do you guys always manage? How do you guys always manage a tie on any poll that I've ever done? There's always a tie. How? That's what I want to know. How have you done this? How do you always manage to do? Balanced like every. Ugh. Okay. Well. Freaky. Get up. Okay. Well, in that case, let's do some. Let's pass. Because I feel like it. Because I feel like doing some stuff, and I'm okay. I'd like to say I'm excited for what is to come. Because I've seen some sneak previews, or rather, I've seen what everyone else has seen, but I have spied some things that some people might not have spied. In that so 28th of this month is when the Space Engineers devs are, I think, possibly announcing the next major update, the most wanted update. They've called it, which wrong. So actually, let me grab some music, and then we'll take a look through. Take a look through at what we've got. Oh, there we go. Okay, right. Okay. Let's see. So, recently, the Space Engineers developers have released a new. Where is it? It's somewhere on my computer. Where did I leave it? There it is. Most wanted PNG and play capture. There we go. Right. So edit and there we go. Okay. So what have we got in this particular? Let's use red. In this particular screenshot, which I am somewhat excited for. Well, obviously, like no one else needs to point that out, we've got the armored conveyors. Let's just... Okay, so we've got the armored conveyors, which obviously everyone is pretty excited about. And I'm pretty excited about them too. We should the game, the game titles. Space Engineers using Okay, so as I was saying, obviously we've got these armored conveyors. I don't know if they are armored conveyors. I will put that out there. They look like armored conveyors. They look like conveyors inside armored pieces, which, you know what, that says armored conveyor to me, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's not an armored conveyor. What else have we got? We have yes. Okay, this here, and in fact this entire row of railings here. So these railings look like middle point railings, center line railings, and 25-degree railing. So you can sort of see that here and here. I had a better way to mark this. I don't really. I mean, I could throw this into... it's fine for now. But yeah, okay, so we have these centerline railings, which I'm quite excited for. And you can sort of see again over here that 25-degree railing, that sort of centerline on that 2x1 block, essentially. Then we've got obviously the small grid, small advanced rotor. That looks pretty interesting. The small grid armored conveyors, again, I'm quite excited for those. Now, something that a lot of people didn't seem to notice, but I realized because I don't use the conveyor mods all that much, is these are 1x3x3 transitional pieces right here for medium conveyor to small conveyor on small grid. Is quite a good thing. We've got a bunch of blocks down here, like these tiny little pieces. At first, when I looked at the screenshot, I was like, okay, that's just a bunch of random crap that they've got spilling out of the cargo container. No, it's not. No. As a matter of fact, these are all angle blocks that are not currently in the game. These are all blocks that I recognize from AQD Armor Expansion. So yeah, I'm fairly sure we're getting a bunch of new angle blocks as well. We've obviously got this corrugated sort of skin, which is probably coming along as well. What else have we got? We have the small grid neon lines. Those look interesting. We have... yes, conveyor T-junctions. Conveyor, not just conveyor T-junctions, cylindrical conveyor T-junctions. Well, so pipe T-junctions and conveyor T-junctions, which seems pretty useful. We've got these additional bits and pieces up here for the half-walled ones. We've got the round windows, which I couldn't give less of a fuck about, to be quite honest. We've got this junction section for the neon tubes as well. Now, one of the things that I wanted to look at was this chip here. Because one of the things that I noticed was this doesn't seem to line up quite right. This section here is a 2x1. That section there, that is a 2x1 length piece. So it's the small and then the large sort of angled 2x1 slope. How is this section connected? Is my question. Because that I'm fairly sure is like a 2x1 window. And this is a 2x2 slope window. By the looks of it. Like, don't take my word on this. This is all speculation, I should point out. But this looks like a 2x2 by 1 window piece. Like a 2x2 by 1 angled window piece, sloped window piece. And I think that's what that is. So I'm quite excited for that because it means I can fill in a bunch of gaps. Yes! I love it when they do that. Now, I will admit that all of this stuff does seem a little late. Deny that. But it is nice to finally have it in vanilla. Yay! And that particular window piece I haven't seen anywhere but one single mod, and it's really out of date. Obviously, we've got the curved window pieces on the small grid as well. We have the Space Engineers plushie. I don't know why they put that, quite honest. We've also got the half-width catwalk, which looks like is being added in the update. Hopefully, they're going to fix the collisions on the mirrored half stairs. And hopefully, they'll be fixing the collisions on the Space Engineer for actually walking around mirrored half stairs as well. Because that's forked as well. Not sure what this is. Might be a desk. Might just be a desk piece. But like this section is window. There is what looks like a possible enclosed ladder here. Like it looks like there might be a ladder in there, but I can't tell. It's not visual enough. What else have we got? There's a big banner here in the way, which is actually If we zoom in on the rover, nothing much sticks out. Really. Plushie again. This does look like a half railing piece. So I'm assuming that half catwalk is definitely going to be a thing. Because that's all over this whole piece. So I'm excited. I'm excited for whatever they're gonna come out with for the next most wanted update. But we'll find out on Thursday. I don't know if they're gonna just do the update direct on the 28th. Because it looks like it's pretty much all ready. Is there anything in here? Doesn't look like. I recognize that door. I'm still not happy about that. But yeah. Oh, I'm excited. I am excited for this because there's definitely some interesting stuff. But yeah. Anyway, now that we've gone through all of that, right. Okay, so I want to get some stuff prepared for that up. And by that I mean there's bits and pieces around that. Oh, the folly. No, I'm not working on the folly. Not today. Bad idea. Okay. Load up vanilla gravitational construction world. One of the things that I also want to get prepared for this Thursday. Now, as some of you may know, me and Lang run an Agorist at War stream on Thursdays sometimes. And I want to build a boat. I want to build a boat. Because what we're going to need to do at some point is we're going to need to go after platinum and gold, and both of which are in trenches. Well, gold is also in a massive deposit in the middle of the desert, but yeah, there's more problems to getting that than there are to getting the other stuff. So we have my shipyard here. I'm not connected. Oh. Anyway, we have my shipyard here. This is my... So for those of you that don't know, this is my testing world. Hail, F1. Well, I want to build... Yes, I know I want to build. I need to define that I want to build, Freaky. I mean, I have so many tiny projects in this world right now. Like, look at this. Look at this cute little med bay. Like, I saw Farrell's... I saw Farrell's stream starting screen for Vanguard the other day, and I was like, that looks neat. And then I made a med bay out of it, because I looked at it and I went, I like that shape. I want to put it on a small ship. I want to make a small ship med bay. So I did. I made a small ship. That's not the point of today, though. That is not the point of today. The point of today is I want to build a submarine carrying vessel. You do, so you get to build. Yes. Yes, Freaky. I build, therefore I am. I build, therefore I am. So, yeah. Okay. So, something that... Okay. Let me... Okay. How do I describe this? Early 2000s, is it? I think it was early. When was this film released? It was released in... Oh my god, it was released in 2001? Jesus fucking Christ. So, 2001, Atlantis: The Lost Empire was released in cinemas. The Ulysses submarine, which actually, if I just do this, that's gonna take a moment to load, but don't worry. So the Ulysses submarine, when it's launched, prior to its launch, you visually get to see the ship that is actually carrying that submarine. It's not that old. It's not that old, Freaky. That movie is 21 years old, Freaky. That movie is 21 years old. Oh, there we go. Right, here we go. And I built this submarine because of that movie. Oh, good lord. Okay, it's having trouble. There we go. So, this submarine, this replica of that submarine. 21 isn't old? I feel old, Dragon Reaper, and I'm 22. Like that... Okay. No, actually, is that movie... What was the exact date? Well, it's between 20 and 21 years old. Anyway. Look, point being, I'm not going to spawn this in, because spawning it in will lag the world and maybe crash my computer, because this thing has a bunch of small grid ships on it as well. Point being, this submarine was connected prior to launch to
carrots.
Okay, I need to mute you, and I can't tell. Okay, so. There it is. You can see it for a split second. Literally a split second. There it is. Okay. That submarine is launched from that ship. And like you can tell that because, for example, if you continue watching the scene, you can see Milo is on that vessel, and then like the alarm sounds, and Milo goes into a hangar, and eventually like goes. Hold on. There it is. Okay, so you can see that submarine is inside that vessel. Like, that massive submarine is inside that vessel. Illusion could have been a mistake from Summer's Eve. Technically, I was freaky. I am a bastard child, but that's not the point. And yes, I do agree that Atlantis is great. Very good. Anyway, the point being, that submarine is held inside the bowels of that ship. That ship is massive, right? Now, I don't want to build, like, that ship specifically. Like, I don't want to build this ship specifically. What I do want to do is I want to build a sort of pre-dreadnought style vessel to carry a submarine inside it. And that is the purpose of today's build, if you will. No. You don't need to worry about that, Freaky. I am 100% fully aware that I am a bastard child. I was conceived out of wedlock, and I am proud of it. I started doing crime against the church before I left my mother's womb. I am gay and doing crimes on a daily basis. I honestly, I don't care. But no. So, the point of today's, essentially, I suppose you could say, activity, today's build, is to create a vessel that can carry a submarine inside of it, and when we get over the platinum trenches, we can drop the submarine out from underneath it and then go down in it. That is the idea, essentially. So that is what I want to try and sort of design in this particular stream. Now, we're going to make this symmetrical because unlike DE, I do not like asymmetry in my builds. I am very much a man who enjoys symmetry. And in that vein of things, I'm going to start off with the actual submarine launch bay. Because I think that needs to be relatively central to the ship. And I want to make it relatively large as well. Glomar. What is a Glomar? Hold on, I need to look that up. Glomar. Images. Ooh. Ah, that's interesting. What is that? Grand finale for infamous Glomar Explorer. He doesn't like it, but he also doesn't care, and it annoys him unless it's apparently a bonus. I see. It also annoys me. Like, I don't mind if a ship is made asymmetrically as long as it looks good. Sometimes it does annoy me, though. What was the Glomar Explorer? Glomar Explorer. Formerly USNS Hughes Glomar Explorer was a deep-sea drill ship platform built for Project Azorian, the secret 1974 effort by the United States Central Intelligence Agency Special Activities Division to recover the Soviet submarine K-129. Ah, interesting. Not quite, Captain Cranky. Not quite, but no, the idea is definitely interesting. Hold on. I don't like the shape of it. I think this pointy. I do. That. I mean, silly Bond movie vessels is also sort of what I like to. Oh, bugger. Damn it. Like, silly Bond movie vessels, I do also enjoy going for on occasion. Check that properly. But no, in this case, I do want to go for something that sort of has a functional-ish idea behind it. So yeah, okay, that feels a little better. Like, I want that curved front section to the I suppose it's technically a moon pool. Moon pool. Man? Yes, that. You just experienced that Chrome is blocking screenshots from Disney Plus. You can't share a nice high-res pic. Ah. Interesting. I mean, this is why I don't use Chrome free. It's... yeah. Oh, it's one of the many reasons why I don't. Okay. So. What you want? Is... generally speaking, we want this to be sort of the lowest section of the ship. But we don't want this to be at the keel. So we want the keel of the ship to sort of be down here, right? And then have that embedded further up. Sort of like... hold on. It's the arc. Or yes. So I sort of want. Oh God. Okay. Fuck it. Yeah, I'll do that. At least you won't move away then. Okay. So sort of what I'm looking at for the submarine bay. Like, this is a different... this is actually a spacefaring ship, so this is different. But, like, this is what I want. So the bay is recessed up into the hull. So, like that, we have sort of a layer between the keel itself and the actual bay. Not sure how that's gonna. I also need to figure out how long I want to make. How long is the bay at the? Oh God. Fine. How long is the bay at the moment? Currently, it is 7. Okay. So if we make it... Do we want the bay to be... 8? Odd. Has to be an odd number. Cannot be a 30. Well, it can be a 30. I'd rather it wasn't. Who's that? Hi, Prospero. I should make a ship comparable to the Vanguard? Comparable to the Vanguard, you say, Prospero. Really now? Have you... By no means enable any... Confinement the keel on a ship. Bad idea. Space engineers, this does not matter, thank you. Yes, is fair. So, Prospero. You wish to... Okay, first things first. Let me show you my shipyard. This is my shipyard for general construction of ships. This is one module of my shipyard. I would like to demonstrate something for you. This is what my shipyard can do, if necessary, in order to deploy a ship quickly. Let's see. Let's see if it works in gravity, actually. I've never tested this in gravity. Oh, yeah, there it goes. Look at that. Oh, it looks so smooth. This used to be janky as all fuck. Like, this used to be horrible to actually maneuver this, like, actual claw system. I went through so many iterations to get all of the adjustments for the hinges and the pistons and everything else right so that it would be that smooth. Like, I am so happy that I managed to get it that smooth. Yeah, okay. Let's get rid of that. What else have we got? Let's see. Something Vanguard worthy. Oh, Damocles class heavy warship. I'm not going to paste this one. I'm not going to paste the Folly either, Freaky. I will show off the Folly. Probably later on. But this is the Damocles class. It was a very old ship that I never finished. I was never happy with the design, to be quite honest. But this one is not quite as big as the Folly, but it's definitely getting there in size. But CPU testing? CPU testing can wait. I'm not wasted, Freaky. I'm not wasted. What could possibly go wrong? There we go. Okay, so this beauty is the Damocles class heavy warship. Let's bring it a little closer. There we go. That's fucking enormous. And this is probably, I don't know, 3 to 4 times the size of Vanguard, Prospero. It's big. This one's big. Very big, matter of fact. Again, not going to spawn this one in because it's massive and it will lag the stream. I don't know. I think it's about half the size of the Folly. Freaky. I think it's about half the size, yeah. Yeah, I think about half the size. Then we have something that is probably more comparable to the Folly. And this was, I actually designed this No, not to the Folly, to the Vanguard. And I actually designed this for Vanguard. Is the Reclamation Ship Maynard. Now, the Reclamation Ship Maynard is... It's a salvage vessel, essentially. I personally think it looks pretty cool. Wasted was hesitant because at the time, Hex didn't really have a good computer. There we go. This is the Reclamation Ship Maynard, and it's an old vessel that I built a long time ago at this point. I built this during Season 1 of Vanguard. I quite like how it looks, personally. But the main idea is basically this ship will come along. Those massive sort of segments that you can see around the ship will extend downwards and clamp onto another ship. Yeah, Captain Cranky. I'm probably gonna give it a bit of a paddle steamer look. I'm going somewhat sort of dreadnought, pre-dreadnought sort of style, I think. Or somewhere in the middle, anyway. But yeah, this is the Maynard, and I think this is probably bigger than Vanguard, or maybe around about the same size, height-wise. Because, like, if we look at the interior of it, like, it's pretty decent on the interior. Like, pretty decent. And what else have we got? We have... Ooh. The Delta class escort I was never happy with. This particular vessel, I was never very happy with it. This was what came before the Archimedes transport frigate. And the sort of gyroscopic central reactor, it's cool, but never particularly my thing, really. Was never really happy with it. And that's not to say that it doesn't look cool. It does look cool. But it's not what I was into. So I have a copy of it saved, something that I might use later on down the line. Then we have something that is probably the closest thing to the Equator, to the Vanguard, and that's the Equitas. And the Equitas class is big. Right, there we go. So the Equitas class is... Yeah, she's a pretty ship. Yes, Captain Crank. The Delta was... Yeah, it was a test. I was never happy with it. But yes, this is the Equitas class. It has hangar bays, it has crew quarters, it has everything that a working ship could need. I'm quite happy with how this one's turned out. It's still technically under construction because the guns that I need for it, the guns that I need to go on these sort of platforms just here, you can sort of see where the conveyor is. It's there. Yeah, those guns, Pilfit has not made them yet. And yeah, hey Dannon, the sort of curved front actually comes from an older design of ship, one of the first ships that I ever designed, which is, it's the Excalibur class. And the Excalibur class is small grid. I would like to show you the small grid Excalibur class, which actually is on the workshop. This one is on the workshop. You can download this one. I wouldn't recommend it. It's fucking terrifying. But you can grab it if you want to. You can see how long it's taking to load in, essentially. Yeah. This one I designed with a few different things in mind. This was actually the origin of that sort of signature wheel section that I have on most of my ships. You can see how long this is taking to load in. This is small grid, by the way. Like, as I said, this one is completely small grid, no large grid parts. It is small grid gone wild, as was referred to back in the day, and I'm sure it still is. Come on, load in. I know you're big, but yeah, there it is. This is a small grid vessel. And you can tell when you see it up close that it is small grid. There's bits and pieces missing here because I am in my I'm in my vanilla world. Let's quickly load it in. Why not? Let's paste it. Yeah. It is massive. For a small grid ship, it is insanely large. I hope that this doesn't lag out my CPU. So, yeah. Come on. Load her up. Come on. Time for some task. There we go. There she is. She doesn't lag my game nearly as bad as she used to, but she lags. Oh, yeah, she lags. Oh, God, she lags. Okay. Yeah. Now, this ship, small grid, comes with airlocks on both the lower deck and the upper deck. And both, actually, no. Comes with airlocks on both lower, mid, and upper deck. And, like, look at this bridge. I love this bridge style. I really do. No, it didn't immediately plummet. In fact, it started burning its hydrogen at an accelerated rate. It has passenger quarters. So the Excalibur class is originally designed as a luxury passenger liner. It even has like a conference room right in the middle here. I was very proud of. Most of the mods that this one was running are not on here. It basically, like, it's got like a pair of galleys and like bars as well. And, like, look at the observation deck. I'm so happy with the observation. So, yeah. And then we've got, like, this long sort of dining area. And then another observation deck at the front. I was very pleased with it. Like, you can tell that AQD armor expansion was a major component of this particular vessel. Then you've got like a podium up here for announcements. You've got a stage in the middle of the ship for like performance nights and stuff. And then if you come down here, you've got the main cargo hold. You've got toilets on both sides. Like, this ship is 100% symmetrical. And then if you come back here, you have no pressurization beyond this point. Please keep visor closed at all times. This is essentially the engine room. And the engine room was completely unpressurized. Mainly because I was annoyed at stuff at that point and I didn't want to pressurize any more stuff with massive curved cargo containers. Or, well, curved hydrogen stuff. Yes, Lowen. I've seen a lot of the ones that I would want to use. So it is very possible that AQD armor expansion will become mostly redundant at that point, but we shall see. So you've also got these like massive thruster pods, and then you've got the main engines at the back as well. You've got more thrusters all across the main sort of sections of the ship, and then you've got the bridge itself, which is relatively large. You've got sort of a briefing room back here. You've got control stations would be in here and in here, and then you'd have the main captain's chair and everything up here as well. And I was really happy with this ship back in the day. Nowadays, I'm less happy with it. Like, it's definitely not as good as it could be these days. But you know, we live and we learn. And we learn new things. Like, that section is obviously missing a bunch of AQD parts. This entire front section is missing a bunch of AQD parts. And mind you, this was made long before a lot of the AQD parts were made vanilla as well. Like the previous updates. Apparently suffering from frostbite or other form of character or something. Depends on the era of ship you're going for, Captain Cranky. And I personally like the enclosed bridge. And this is like a spacefaring vessel, despite the smokestacks on the top, which make it definitely not a spacefaring vessel. All right, let's get rid of you. You're lagging up my world too much already. So yeah, like, that's sort of the style of ship that I started out building in this game, and I do love me a bit of sort of steampunk style. Vacuum also builds character, I'm sure. I mean, if you survive it, sure. What else have we got? I'm getting distracted again. Oh yeah, there's the other small grid gone large, which is the final offer. And the final offer, like, this is basically completed. Although, I wouldn't be happy putting it up on the workshop just yet. Some parts could definitely be better. The final offer is one of my favorite ships, to be honest. I'm so happy that I decided to try and design this. It's based on the Dreadful Whale from Dishonored 2. And I was very happy with the design of it. There we go. There she is. Hey, look at that ship. It looks so nice. She's definitely sort of a pre-Dreadnought vibe on this. And she's designed for the water mod 2.0, not 3.0. So she doesn't float very well on water mod 3.0 because none of anything is pressurized and she runs on tanks, basically. But yeah, no, I'm quite happy with that ship. I'm not happy with how it's finished off yet, but we'll get around to it. Right. Now, let's get back to actually doing what we originally intended to do. Do we want to flatten the backs? One round. Well. No custom artillery turrets on that one, Captain Cranky. Mainly because it is a cargo ship. It was designed to be just a cargo ferry that I would take from one part of the Federation's old Space Engineers server to another. I may have crashed their server several times while building that. Shh, don't tell. Don't tell. But yeah. So what I want to do here, like the main idea behind this particular vessel, is I want to design a ship that can transport a submarine inside it. And the submarine, I want it to be relatively large, as you can probably tell by this docking bay that I've planned out. It's definitely something that I want to do a decent amount of. But first things first, how tall I want. And I think that's... I mean, okay. Hold on. We do something like... And then we start column side. But we have interesting looking docking. So usually when I build a ship, I start from the inside, from the outside in, essentially. I'm not sure that that's going to work for this particular build. And I think going from the inside out might be a better idea. Just generally because there's so much that needs to be done on the inside before anything else, essentially. Right. So, what do I want? Street. No, I want a curve. Means that. 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 Is that too high? Feels like it's too high to be. What if I bring it down? That there. And offset. How's that look? Yeah, I think I need to turn. I need to get AQD armor edges on. Yeah, I'm good. Good. Save changes. I'm gonna load on a mod. So the world that I'm sitting in right now is... It says vanilla gravitational construction world on the label. That being said, it's not vanilla. It's as close to vanilla as I can make it, in that it has aerodynamic physics, HUD compass, build vision, space just got real, ultimate spectator, water mod, aerodynamic, all that sort of thing. And I'm going to add in AQD no armor edges. The armor edges. Those. You just realized you're making the mothership large grid as double. Yes, Captain Cranky. The sub will be small grid. Fine. Unless we can get a small enough large grid design. But I will probably end up doing the sub in small grid because I like the idea of being able to walk around tight passageways inside a submarine stuff. Like, I like that idea. I worry that the water mod will cause problems with that. Oh. You see, I've never built a submarine with the water mod before. I've never built a submarine at all in space. I don't know. It feels flat. Oh. Feels. What if? See. Thankfully, damage is off in this world. Back here. We'll do that. And then that. How does that? That does feel better, actually. Hey, Saren. I'm building a submarine carrier vessel. Is the answer to your do I want to know? So yeah. Trying to figure out. I like this reinforced archway. And I don't know. I honestly don't know. I mean, it's nice, but then when you get to this section, it feels... what if... how about... huh. Oh, wait, so that... oh. Huh. I mean... did that. Hold up. If we base that around that angle. Quick. Make a supporting structure. Know where to go with that. And then we build piece there. That there. Then we put the angle and then doesn't look too bad, actually. Hold on. That in its place. Take away the scaffolding. I mean... So... It feels a bit better, to be honest. 626 Death! Thank you for the follow, my friend, and welcome to the stream. Oh god, I off the thing. Yeah, it feels better. Or maybe not. Maybe it needs to be taller? No. No, that's... I think that'll be fine, actually. Right. I'm gonna take you out there, arc you further forward, and then take that. Okay. X. That. No. And then we have the reinforcements for the submarine bay. That doesn't look too bad, actually. I quite like that. Hey, Rayleigh. I'm building a submarine carrier vessel. Depends where the main deck is going. Yeah, I mean, the moon pool is meant to go on the lowest deck, Captain Cranky. Or one of the lower decks, anyway. I'm thinking the main deck should probably go, like, here? Ish, very least. Like, yeah. Which planet am I using? Well, at the moment, I'm using my build world, which is Crate. Although you can see Agaris over there, but that's running the 3.0 water mod, and we're using 2.0 on Agaris for flying and mine streams on Thursdays, so I'm having to design this with 2.0 in mind. So it shouldn't be too hard to adjust with. Any space that I'm using for flotation will be cleared, and then used for flotation again. Okay. Obviously, we're gonna want. Obviously, we're going to want a way to lift the submarine out of the. Which means that we'll want. That's a piston. Rotors mounted on the ends. Are then attached magnetic plates. I don't know that these pistons are on. Oh, and there's no batteries. Hold on. Battery. Okay. Piston. Yes. And essentially that'll act as the locking mechanism for the archers better upside down to hold the ship. No, this is a submarine carrier siren, so it'll have the moon pool like facing down, and then the submarine will be inside the moon pool. We'll need to lower it in. So having the arches like fit over the top of the submarine is a necessity, essentially. Because essentially it means that you have you'll have the submarine hanging in that space there. But the thing is, you need enough space to walk past this section here, without falling into the. Oh god, the knife just fell off. But yeah, so essentially this section will be the submarine storage bay. I'd like to get a bunch of cargo containers in here, and the submarine itself is an entirely different project. So the outside of the ship, I'm going for sort of this vibe. Sort of. I'm not set on it, and you can't get a very good picture at the moment, which is annoying. It's a little blurry, but it is what it is. It's not going to be a traditional carrier ship. It's going to be very much a sort of steampunk style carrier ship. Yeah, this is based on the vessel that carries the Ulysses submarine in Atlantis. That's the main idea. So yeah. Okay. So with that in mind, I do want to build out the prow, and I feel like build that out now. Then so we end up with this sort of icebreaker style prow. Hey, Kaylin. Welcome to the stream. Something a little bit like that. Oh. Would I like a 3D view of the ship for reference? I mean, if you have a 3D view of the ship, I would love it, Sarah. That would be very helpful. Ah. Well, wow. Oh, it's a SketchUp model as well. Oh. Oh, wow. That is chonky. Okay, well, I'm not quite going for something that thick. That is definitely a very thick ship. But I'm definitely onto a design here. Okay. Okay, yeah. Oh, I see. Right. In that case... Yeah. I feel like this needs to be up. Oh, it'll be fine. And then we bring this section back. These pieces. Come on. Okay. Wow. A relatively detailed model. Best. Well, relatively best anyway. It's not quite that deep, but no, that is. Okay, yeah, I'm definitely going for something that has a bit of a thinner profile than that. I do like those turrets though. Might incorporate those into the design. Ah yes, the ubiquitous 19th century ram prow designs, because ramming worked in exactly one naval battle between two not very seafaring nations, with a massive increase in damages in accident. 70 years as the main result. I mean, the ram prow is less sort of a ramming prow in this situation, and more of an icebreaker prow. But I don't really know what icebreaker prows would look like. Icebreaker. Wow, that is a really detailed Lego model. What the fuck? I'm sorry, who built this? That is incredibly detailed. Like, what the fuck? Is it just me, or is that really cool? Anyway, Okay, so the icebreaker prow is actually more like a large curve more than anything else. Like it's designed to flatten the ice more than split the ice. Yeah. No, yeah, you're right, Captain Frankie. Like, it's designed to ride up over the ice and then come down on it, instead of, like, splitting the ice apart in the middle. Yeah, no, I do see what you mean. Well, I don't know. I think this sort of prow looks... And maybe that's just me, but... Yeah, I think it looks good. Right. Oh. We could probably build like I don't know, an eagle on the front of it or something, make it stand out. But I'm happy with the sort of style of this now. Edited reading with a party of 20. Welcome, Ed. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, Quokes18. Welcome, Thyrosindria. Hey, Lydia. Welcome, everybody. We're just building a boat. We're building a big boat with the potential to be a submarine carrier of some sort. Is going to be quite interesting, I think, personally. Maybe that's just yes, welcome everybody. Welcome. Oh god. Today we are playing some Space Engineers. Building a version of the Lewis and Clark from Atlantis. Yes, well, sort of. Not quite, but not quite the same ship. It's based on the purpose of that ship, but not quite that ship, essentially. I do feel like this front prow section is long. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Okay. So if we do that. Put these pieces on. Have that be the outer. Ooh, that's actually quite thin on the profile. I don't know. Maybe we make it. Let's finish building out the front section, decide where we want to end off on the outer edges. Hi, Triax. This is what is going to be my submersible carrier, yes. Humble Hotel, bad for seakeeping. About that indeed. True. I've not played the mod, but I see the ability of the ship. Depends, Captain Cranky. If you're playing with the water mod on its own, yeah, pretty much. If you're playing with the water mod and the aerodynamics mod, then it becomes a challenge, because then the shape of the ship you build also affects the way it runs. So yeah. I don't know. I still feel like that too long. Maybe if I just chopped it off here, brought that up by one. I don't know. Not sure on that one yet. Okay. Okay. Discover that your O2 tank jet ski is now submersible with the update. So yay. I mean, are you using 2.0 or 3.0 track? Question. If you're using, because 2.0 and 3.0 have vastly. Oh, we're all on 3.0 now. Are we? Oh, wait, are we? Have we actually all just ended up on 3.0? Because... Huh. Hold on. Let me check that. Automod by Jacob. Change notes. Update 24. Version 3.1. Oh, God. Okay. Fix character crushing, not checking air tightness. Crash when camera is underwater. Lighting break. Deep under. Ah. Okay. So all the water mods have just updated to water mod 3.0. Okay. Huh. Mod officially updated on Saturday. I see. That changes things. It means I can actually test the water mod on this save. Because, okay, so beforehand, I thought I couldn't test the water mod on this save because we weren't running water mod 2.0 on the Agaris at War version, potentially. But that means that I can. Oh, okay, that's gonna be okay. Alright. Okay. Yeah, I'm chopping section. I'm not happy. I'm not happy with it. Sorry. And then we can pop that into place at the end of this. Come on. There we go. That feels better, actually. That does feel better. The other one felt too long. Occurred midstream for Trench said since he reloaded and ship suddenly didn't float. Ah, yes. Yeah, that's gonna be, that's definitely gonna be a thing. That's gonna happen to Wasted as well. Wasted's gonna log on to his world, and all of the ships that would have floated aren't gonna float anymore. Ah, yes, that is a problem. Uh-oh. Well, it was bound to happen eventually, in fairness. But no, that's good. It means that all of the testing that I've been doing with my version of the mod should work fine for my ships. I'm happy. I'm fine with that. Oh, dearie me. Okay. Let's build out this. Yeah. that sort of brings together that front part of it. Taking this, I think it needs to be slightly wider. Very least, it needs to. Okay. That, I say thought out. Ah. Okay. Have this light there. Now I'm going to bring it out just a little further. About that, I think. Yeah, that should work nicely. So then if we bring it up the rest. Huh? This could no. That is actually, what if we just give it a bit of an indent for it? That doesn't look too bad. I don't mind it. Captain Arthur updated Agarus somewhat, so at least the enemy ships are functioning. I think Trench found out the hard way. I see. Only a minor problem. On the bottom or floating off independently? Yes, that is true. Yes, it is. Wow. Suitably menacing and right kind of battleship grey. I mean, technically speaking, if I were to paint this the correct color, it would be pure black. But because I'm using the battered armor, it comes in at sort of a dreadnought style grade. Wonder if Wasted Boat will swap in. Keep floating or sink after the update. I don't know. Like, blocks in general in 3.0 have buoyancy. Pressurized space inside has more buoyancy than the blocks themselves. So, I don't know. Hold on, let me... What if we... How about instead of just that small bit on it? Oh, this. Ah, that doesn't look bad. Hold on. I mean, that's basically the same shape that I used. For the final offer. Come on, give me the. The space engineers and your rotational axes are annoying. Ooh. Are you interested in what the key most wanted stream is supposed to off on? I'm interested in. Okay, so I went through what I suspect is going to be added, right? I went through that earlier, but I'll go through that again actually now that there are more people around. Most wanted. Okay, so this is what I suspect is going to be added, or this is what we know is going to be added. So we know that we're going to get armored conveyors, obviously. Like, that's a fairly guaranteed thing. I suspect, because I think I'm seeing them here, we are going to get a centerline railing and a 25-degree railing as well as the half catwalks, which we've already seen. You can see them all over the place here, actually. But yeah, I suspect that we'll be getting that centerline railing and that 25-degree railing as well. We're obviously going to get the T-junction conveyors and the T-junction pipes. Those are pretty visible. We're going to get the armored small conveyors. We're going to get a 1x3x3 conveyor transition piece, so small to medium to small grid. We're going to get a small grid, small advanced rotor. Pretty interesting. We're going to get a bunch of new angle pieces, which I am excited for, and I hope they do well, and I hope they have the pieces that I want in there, because I can't see them all. There's some that are disguised or put behind other stuff, which is annoying. We're going to get the neons, obviously, the neon cabling for small grid, which will be nice. We're going to get a large grid neon sort of junction piece, which looks interesting. Now, here's what I'm curious about. I'm curious about these windows here. Because those windows, like these triangular pieces here, look like 2x2x1 angled window pieces. Which I'm very interested in seeing if I'm right about those. Because this section here looks like it's on a 2x1 piece next to it. And that looks like it's actually within that area. So I'm curious to see if that is actually a thing. Because if it is, it fills so many gaps in all of my creations which have window problems. It fills in gaps in the Excalibur class, it fills in gaps in the Fab 1, it fills in gaps in a variety of other things as well. And I'm like, okay, is that actually going to be a thing? I would love that to be a thing. So yeah. We obviously have the round windows, which nobody gives a flying fuck about. We have a possible enclosed ladder piece, which we can see sort of here. We have the Space Engineers plushie, which I don't think anyone cares about, to be quite honest. I think the most it's going to be used for is to fill a cargo container with plushies and then just dump it on someone's head. The armored thrusters. Armored thrusters? Are there armored thrusters? I don't see armored thrusters. Unless you mean the armored thrusters that were added in the recent DLC. Oh yeah, Spacebar will probably troll wasted to no end with those. Yeah. Obviously, we've got those armored conveyors. Now, here's the thing. I don't know if those are actually armored conveyors or if they're just conveyors with alternate connection. Bottom right of the stream logo. You mean all these angled pieces? If that's what you mean, Frax, I already mentioned it. Although you've also got the small grid curved windows, which I don't care about, to be quite honest. Yeah, I don't care about the curved pieces. I'm gonna be honest. Space Engineers is a game about angles, and adding curves into the angles, I don't know. I'm not a fan. I can see where some people will want to use them, but I'm not honestly a fan. Like there's also some other stuff down here which I've seen, but yeah. I'm not sure what the thing behind the ball is. It looks like a small case that's been built out of different people, honestly. That's all it looks like, but I'm not sure. Yeah, we did talk about the 1x1 advanced rotors. Like, those are going to be very helpful. And obviously we've got the corrugated metal skin as well, which is interesting to see. Like, there's a bunch of different things here, which I'm quite excited about. No, I don't think they've got more like, if we look in... Yeah, no, I don't think they've got more ground clearance. I think they've just jacked up the suspension, the highest they can go. But yeah, so there are a bunch of things in the next update that I am quite excited for, because it basically means it'll be slimming down my mod load a bunch. But we'll see. We shall see. Half catwalks are a nice touch, but you'll never use them on a ship. I beg to differ, Shadow. I beg to differ. So, okay. This isn't a ship, I'll grant you that much. But I would half catwalks all over the place on this if I could. Like, look at how much extra space I'm having to go out by. Like, I would use a half catwalk here, like to pull this section in. I would use a half catwalk in this space here, precisely. Like, there are so many bits and pieces where I would use a half catwalk. Now, unfortunately, I hope that they rework the collisions for catwalks and stuff, because, like, this, if there was a corner piece here, you would not be able to walk around it. You'd get stuck, because for some reason Keen thinks it's a bright idea to have the collisions not work properly. But yeah. Okay, I need some sun. Give me some sun. There we go. Okay. But yeah, like, there is a bunch of stuff in the new in the new update that I am relatively excited for, and hopefully they will do well. But at the same time, knowing Keen's past record, I am not encouraged, essentially. In theory, then, Ice, the issue is the true collisions of ships for half a catwalk aren't is the nightmare. Yeah, no, that's what I mean. Like, it's, yeah. It's not great. They've definitely got problems. So yeah. Now, there are a few things that AQD still has that I will probably need for after the update, like the 1x3 slopes. But honestly, I don't use those all that much anyway. So I'm not too worried. We'll see. We shall see. Oh, if we did. And 1x4 slopes they have in their logo. Yeah, you know those are modded. Those are 100% modded. It is 100% not an icebreaker prow, Calzone, but thank you. Or at least it's not a modern icebreaker prow, at the very least. I don't know what icebreaker prows looked like back in the day. Let's do that. Section. No. That doesn't look too bad, actually. I don't mind that. I do think that this section. Oh, no. What if? I don't know, I think that it could work. Modern icebreakers are trying to get on top of it. Yeah, that is true. Like, I have no idea how icebreakers were designed originally. I've never seen an icebreaker prow as they were originally designed. I assume that before everyone understood the physics of icebreaking, like the main thought of engineering behind icebreaker prows was to heat the prow and then slice through the ice. But I'm not sure that that would have worked properly at the end of the day. But that's me thinking from the perspective of a steam train, where they would heat the front, like the front ice snow clearer, the snow plow, to clear the snow off the rails when they would travel across when they would travel across snowy regions of the world. But maybe that's just me. I don't know. Very much the classic ironclad bow. Yeah, Farewell Thunderchild playing in the background. Lucian adds oars. This could be a very big galley. Yeah, it's not going to be a galley. No, that's I'm not Roman. No. Galley is not the intention here, but interesting idea. Okay. Here. And this is down. Have slope in there. Okay. Getting there. Are getting there. The prow shape is, I think, coming together quite nice. Now you want to go listen to the War of the Worlds musical? Ha 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 ha. What is this? What have you linked in my chat? Oh yeah, that is a modern icebreaker, yeah. Isn't that a US Coast Guard icebreaker, as a matter of fact? Or is Mike taking that? Yeah, no, I know that, Sarah. I've been informed several times that the icebreaker prow that I think I know is not in fact an icebreaker prow. Bit like something from the Imperial Navy Hammer 40k. I mean, honestly, hold on. Oh, what? Where's my world gone? Where's my world gone? Fuck you, space engineers! Fuck you for having an online session for a game which is single player! Ah! God damn it. Fuck you, Keen. Fuck you. It's a single player world. I am sitting in a single player world, and you think that I'm online. Why do you think I'm online? What could possibly possess you to believe that? Ah! God damn it. Thank you for the follow, Lowen. Thank you for the follow. Keen! God damn it. Hey, Prospero. Eric's super coding right there. Yes, his what was it? 18 years worth of coding? Oh, roll back. Okay. That's no surprise. 40k Imperial ships are very much 19th. I mean, what I was gonna say is that I think I actually have. Yep, here we go. This I built for a completely different ship. But this is basically a Warhammer 40k ramming prow. Like, look at that. I do love the look of that. It looks so nice. Okay, yeah. But yeah, that is a pretty prow. Like, you can't deny that. They're shiny as well. Okay, where was I? Yep. And in Where? Actually. And I'm going to quickly save the game. Thank you, Space Engineers. And then we've got our main bow section. Well, hold on. No. What if it oh. Will SE be able to handle the awesome build is the question. I mean, I think it'll be able to handle it. I'm not sure that Lying's computer will be able to handle the build, but we'll see. We shall see. Thing is, so the way that we've set up our Agorist at War scenario, me and Lying, is our Agorist at War scenario isn't actually a we need to defeat the enemy factions. Our Agorist at War scenario is we need to get from the Agorist planet to the Crate planet, which is 10,000 kilometers away. So that is our intention, essentially. Not to beat the Agorist at War scenario, but to essentially get to another planet. That is our intention, for all intents and purposes. That is how I designed our version of the scenario, essentially. And I would like to take this ship with us when we leave, if we build this ship. We probably will build it. It'll take a while. So, yeah. Okay. But essentially, okay, so I don't know how many of you remember this, but back in the day, I used to play on the Federation's SE server. And the Federation's SE server had a lovely little thing on it where when I played on it, I transported the in-progress version of the final offer from one planet to another. And Freaky and Scarlet almost made me crash that ship into a planet somehow. Don't ask how. So it ended up being a case of I transported an entire vessel from one planet to another. And I was pretty proud of that, all things considered. It's one thing to do that with a small grid. It's completely different to do that to a large grid. So, as Captain Cranky has pointed out, I either have the option of A, transporting this ship on a lifter vehicle, which is what I did with the final offer, or we strap a bunch of thrusters to it, turn it on its ass, and point it up at the sky, and then press go. Which, honestly, I very much like the sound of. That sounds fucking amazing. But we'll see. We shall see. Well, option B has a good soundtrack ready for you. Question is it a copyright-free soundtrack? I don't think I like this line. No. I like... How do I fix that? Essentially, I don't think I like this section here. I'm gonna blank. Okay, hold on. You go there. Why are you not pasting it? Oh, hold on. Because of the pistons. The pistons are extended. Control panel. Piston. This sort of thing honestly annoys me. The fact that you can't paste something in if a subgrid is intersecting with. That annoys me. Yep. It was literally... Okay. There we go. Yeah, that feels better. Right. Oh, yeah, that feels a lot better. Time to lurk, Saren? Have a meet and stream. Fair enough. I think Splitsy would choose the thrusters and Wasted would pick a lifting craft. I mean... I don't know. Like, personally, I'd go for... Personally, I'd go for the lifting craft on a small grid. But with a vessel this large, I would mount a piston, or not a piston array, I'd mount a, something that I've forgotten the name of. I'd mount a thruster array. There we go. A thruster array on the back. That's what I'd do with a vessel this size. That. Right. Because I'm not happy with how that looks. I think it could be better. Okay. There. This out to here. That to there. Not too bad. Not at all. Ah. And then we can that. Back down. We get those extra rail pieces. Those can go on there. Good thruster arrays all over the ship. Ooh, ooh, something like we could do. Okay, I know this sounds ridiculously outlandish. We could do something like this. Now there's no audio for this. But essentially the launch of the Navoo from the Expanse. Which I think is a fucking... Like this! These! We could do these! Like tiny thruster arrays all over the ship that clamp on. That we can store in another ship when we need them. Like, I love this idea. Like, look at that! Look at how cool that looks. All of those little thrusters all over the hull. Like, I would love to do something like that. I mean, it would be hell, but yeah. But yeah, like I think that would be very cool. Personally. Do I want? Bring this down by one more. Have that unblocked gap. Lowest point. This. Highest. Oh, looks good. Oh yeah, I much prefer that. I would like... That doesn't like that. Okay. Then we have this massive prow at front. I quite like this actually. Quite nice. Okay. Let's see. I'm not trying to rebuild the Gentleman's Folly, Stephen. That's in a separate world. I'm not touching that for a while. No. At the moment, I'm building... I don't know. I haven't named this ship yet. What do you guys think I should name this ship? Not liking this prow. I don't know what it is, but I just... Yeah. Do you guys have any name suggestions? So, because okay. My first thought was calling it the Nevermore. Because recently Lying turned me into a crow on his stream. So I thought, you know what, that might be interesting. The Nevermore is one option that we have. Too soon to guess your intentions for the ship? Oh no, my intentions for this ship are quite clear, Steve. My intentions are very clear for this. And the intention is, it is going to be a submarine carrier. Yeah. There's my intentions. Do with them what you will. Crystal clear. Oh, maybe not crystal. Clear enough. Is that better? I don't know. Can't tell. It'll do for now. Put some up here. That'll make have more visual sense in my mind. Yeah, I can do that. The small grid subs for a single small grid sub, which is going to go in this bay here. Anyway, I want to increase. Oh, there is. Oh, there. find that. Ooh. Wait, no. Well, technically. So. Don't worry, I'm just using to myself. Would the name Titanic be cursing? Yes, Dragon Reaper, it most definitely would. This would immediately hit an iceberg and sink. And we wouldn't know where the iceberg would have come from. It would have just hit an iceberg and sank. Oof. The iceberg wouldn't even... It'd be an ephemeral iceberg, essentially. Can I... Well, I mean, sort of. I'm trying to find a way to slope this hull better. I do this. Visually, it's better. No. Okay. No. Because we need to stay at that same level. But that would mean that we can do this sort of skim section. Oh, I like that. We can give it that sort of little indentation. I like that. Hey, Fade. Musker, it's the only historical ironclad that did any coating. Pasca. Why do I recognize that name? The iceberg would obviously be caused by some fool grinding down a large cargo container full of ice. Sure, Fade. As long as you don't mind building in a vanilla test world, I would be happy to have company. Right. I think I've got this one. I am sitting in the Ghost Industries stream room. If you will join me. There you are. Evening, Fate.
Hello. 1 second, I have a cat crawling on me. And when I connected, she's trying to get in my lap.
Sounds about right.
Indubitably. I'm loading up right now. I'll be there in a minute. Building an ironclad tonight, I guess.
I am building a... Well, I suppose you could call it an ironclad. It's a submarine carrier.
Oh!
Yeah, it's for the Agaris War series that I'm doing with flying. The idea is when we go platinum diving in the trenches, we're going to need a submarine to take us down. So we might as well have a big submarine carrier to take us on the trip.
Oh yes, indeed. Hello, child. Are you finally comfy? It's great. She's sitting at like a 45-degree angle as a loaf on my chest. Because
sounds about right. Well, it's the Merganser after a species of fish-eating ducks. Huh. I mean, it doesn't
Oh.
really look like a duck anymore since I took the bill of it off. Maybe.
Well, that's interesting. I forgot there were fish-eating ducks.
I would imagine that most ducks eat fish. Is that wrong? Am I incorrect
Depends.
on that assumption?
They do a lot. It's depending. Not a lot actually hunt.
Interesting.
Yes.
You always
I don't
try
think they-
vanilla, but then you go for full shack. I mean, Soulstone, I used to be the sort of person that would mod to no end because of all of the blocks that I would like to use that aren't in the game. But actually, lately, I've been taking it more measured in that I don't mod as much these days. Or I don't mod my game as much as I used to.
Haven't used a single mod since my first 100 hours.
I'd say I haven't used. Well, I say I haven't used a single mod. The world that I'm on, has like 12 mods. It's just none of them affect the blocks that exist in the world.
Yes. And one of them's a planet, which makes it impossible to load at a decent rate. Well, 2 planets.
Yep. Crate and Agaris.
Yes. Yeah, everything
yeah,
I've built in the past 900 plus hours is all vanilla.
Okay, the silhouette of this ship is starting to get to where I want it. It doesn't feel like it's turned into a duck or anything. I quite like. I like these little like prongs that are on the sides that I've managed to incorporate quite well.
Very nice. Yeah, I'm currently having a look at the stream. It's very nice.
That would be necklace. One above estimate. Bad actually. Alright. Yesterday, you learned the concept of a shackcident. Amused you thoroughly. I see. There we go.
Yes. Hey, the veranda's here.
Of course the veranda's here. This is where I've been working on it.
Ah, I gotcha. You're like
So-
me, you have a survival world for all your stuff. Not survival world. You know what I mean.
Creative world. Vanilla creative
Yes.
world, yeah. This is also where the giant drill rig that I've been working on is, among other things.
That thing's a monster and it's inspired me for a thing.
Oh, really?
I shall not tell you what it is, but it is a thing.
Okay. Just shaping up the hull. But yeah, for those that aren't aware, the veranda is the jump-capable ship that me, Fade, and a bunch of others built on Wasted and Shack and Morph's Escape from Pertam series, which they will probably never finish. So I'm actually likely liable to throw this version of the veranda up on the workshop next few weeks once I've ironed out the kinks.
We were so close.
It was so close to getting taken off. All we needed was the gold for the jump drive, and we could have left We could have scarpered before the others.
My whole thing was we were going to go to the gold right after they found it with the ship and just say screw it.
Yeah, just... I mean, we had a refinery and everything running at that point, so...
Yeah.
Oh well. Maybe one day they'll bring that back, but I am not gonna hold out hope, essentially.
I doubt it will come back.
Well,
The three of them have those 3 different time zones. That's impossible to get together.
well, no, it is possible, as was evidenced by the 2 streams that they did. It's just that them remembering is, yeah, not.
Well, lucky we got the 3 times it happened.
2 times it happened, you mean?
I thought we had a 3rd stream.
Nope.
Oh well.
Morph showed up for that one, but Shaq did not, so wasted the tank battles instead.
I'm stuck in the streaming. I love it.
Oh. Hey, that's... I don't mind that, actually. Do I mind it? No, I don't.
Yes, and I can't reload from here.
Okay. Try going into spectator mode.
My game is frozen.
Good luck.
Hold on. Okay, there we go. That's 1.
Whoops.
But I'm stuck in place. Ah, beautiful.
Hold
It
on.
acts like I'm in a spacesuit.
It acts like you're in a spacesuit.
It's okay, I'm reloading now.
Okay.
I love Keen and their stupid things.
What are you on about, Steve?
Stairs you're going to.
I'm waiting for the day somebody optimizes the netcode as a mod just for fun.
That'll be okay. Oh dear. Right. Yeah.
Aha, I'm in. Somewhere.
Congratulations. Which rival tier do you have?
It's by the ocean.
Okay, you're at the survival kit on Agaris, on the other one.
Okie dokie. Committing suicide.
Okay. Bad. That's 4. Hunt. Fit. Slowly getting to the point where it looks at least somewhat functional. A ship that Hedonism Bot would be proud of. I mean, I don't know about Hedonism Bot, but I'm certainly proud of it.
Found a way to cheat this game.
Uh-huh.
If it's stuck on loading because of things, you can enable spectator. It'll show you at the one you want to be, and then you can reload and you can spawn there.
Yeah.
Which is oddly faster.
Yeah,
Key.
that's been a thing for ages.
I just found this out. You're talking to somebody who doesn't play with other people usually. You have any deck guns yet?
For this vessel, not at the moment. I mean, I haven't really designed it with weaponry in mind, but I'm sure that we'll need some eventually.
What are you gonna do, artillery or rail?
Honestly, I don't know. I mean, it's completely vanilla, so...
Both of them are absolutely massive, so good luck making a turret.
I think I like the side column pieces where they are. Honestly. I don't mind. I think they'll be fine. I mean, I'm planning on having, like, more to it than just what's there at the moment. Worry about it much.
So I'm not wearing my spacesuit.
Why aren't you wearing your spacesuit? Terrible idea.
The one I chose, not the...
Oh, yeah. Right.
My personal spacesuit. The Orchimede spacesuit.
Hmm.
Can't remember what shoes it was I had.
Oh. A glass globe thing? I mean, I plan... So I'm thinking about maybe doing like a glass globe for the submarine itself. For the front cockpit of the submarine. Hopefully when we have those new shapes for glass for the actual piece for the next update, we'll be able to do some stuff. Let's see. Oh yeah, this is feeling nice. I like this. I like this a lot.
It's such a good shape.
Hmm?
The boat.
It is a very nice shape. What I'm actually thinking is I might put a pair of outriggers on it as well.
Go with this old school boat front I love. Like old school heavy cruiser.
Yeah, it's a pre-dreadnought style, really.
I know that, but it's still like heavy cruiser era, I think. I don't know. I can't remember exactly the ship type of back then. I'd have to go through my history books again to fully remember.
Oh, wait, hold on.
You don't have aerodynamics on this, do you?
I do.
Okay, so we'll have to play with that later.
Okay. fine. I didn't expect it to drop. Regardless.
So I found an interesting bug with hinges and remote control blocks.
Oh, do tell.
If you select them all as a group and edit them, it'll add all this to the same block. So the custom controllers will replace all of your stuff with the first one.
Interesting.
So if you try to like edit ranges and stuff as a group, they all become one turret, and it fucks with the turrets.
Huh. So what I'm thinking, in this small section here, I'm going to put some window. And then down here. Well.
Ah yes, I love waiting for my ship to stream in. Also, I'm gonna have to move the cat because it keeps pushing away my computer. I know, I'm sorry. And I just got screamed at.
And another.
Do not be alarmed, testing something.
Don't crash my world.
I'm not. I'm just making sure my weapons still work.
Oh, I'm just gonna. Damage is off in the area.
That's
fine.
fine.
Is this
I-
your big flying thing? Big flying.
Yes.
Okay, let's take a look at this actually, because I want stream to see what you've done and the crimes you've committed. Oh my
yes.
god, what have you done with these landing gear?
They're temporary. Ignore
Oh,
them.
thank goodness. Gonna say.
I'm not done. I'm almost done. I have to name it and figure out how the heck
Yes,
this thing
the shape of this front. Fade.
Hush.
Fade.
It's
Really?
amazing.
I mean, honestly, you could do so much better. There's so many curve blocks now that you could use.
But it looks pretty to me.
I mean, yeah, but you can make it smoother.
Nah,
Anyway,
I like it.
yeah, this is what Fade does in their spare time. It's just
This isn't even the worst one.
yeah, I know.
I don't want to hear it from you.
Oh, you gonna take it for a fly? I'm sitting on the wing. Are you
One
gonna fly
second.
it?
It removed my railguns from my aft gun.
Huh.
There we go. I fixed it.
Sounds like it.
Alright, we shall fly.
We shall fly. Lovely.
Oh, she's so slow. But she does move very nice. I built this thing to hover like a blimp but fly like a ship. It is majestic. Especially when you broadside something on the ground, like this.
I mean,
It has...
I'm surprised that I haven't fallen off yet, all things considered.
Oh, you won't. Because that's 45-degree
Oh
angle
my
is
god,
about
this
where
thing like turns really quickly.
Yeah, you don't want to know how many gyroscopes that took. Because
mean,
the turrets alone, the custom turrets, add so much mass to this that it can't decide that is a thing. Yeah.
Is this the thing that you saw the wings taken off of in Wasted Stream? I don't know, Captain.
Yes, it is. It's the
Ah.
one where we got elbow dropped, and it was amazing. I also, if you saw that stream, you also saw the turn that I did that I saved from hitting the ground with, I think 20 meters to spare?
Can you take us back around?
Yes, 1 second.
It does look good, I'll give you that much.
I like to fly this like it's an airplane. It's great.
Even though it is most certainly not an airplane.
Nope. But the big wings make it feel like it is, and that's all that matters to me.
I mean, you realize that large grid doesn't generate lift, right?
Oh yes, it's not even built with aerodynamics in mind, it's built for pretty.
Uh-huh. I don't know.
There is a full interior if you want to look around.
Maybe in a bit.
Yes. But I'm gonna paint it on stream.
What colors are you going for?
Well, it's already mostly painted, it's just detail now. I like the metal look. I'm just gonna differentiate a bit on the hull of the actual ship. Maybe put sounds. I don't have the DLC for wood, so I'm gonna have to think of something clever.
With
Because
enough
I don't
thrust,
want wood.
most things fly just fine. You are correct, Triax. With enough thrust,
Yes.
most things do fly just fine.
I mean, it is a war crime about how many hydrogen thrusters are underneath this. Because it took away an extra railgun.
You know... I'm not going to say anything about how many extra curves you could have used in various places. I know you like your
I don't know what you're
weird
talking about.
jankiness.
I don't know anything about curves.
Uh-huh. Don't know anything about curves, right?
What are they? You mean the rammy bits on the front?
No,
Yes.
no, I'm talking about like all of these extra railing pieces, for example.
Oh yeah, that was a fight, and I'm not gonna do any more of those.
Like all of these railing pieces are like you could make these so much nicer, and instead they're just like.
But it's industrial. And a pain in the butt, yes.
Yeah, like it may be industrial, but I'm looking at my massive industrial ship down there and going, Really?
AA gun for the win, yes.
Uh-huh. Shouldn't an AA gun have autocannons, not artillery guns?
Oh, did you? This is the 88s. There's one down here that is autocannon.
Uh-huh.
For any fools not smart enough to be away from this thing. It also does a beautiful broadside. And it is wonderful.
Captain Cranky says it's as if an Antonov, a Navy destroyer, and something sci-fi had a very dubious threesome and this was spawned.
I mean, if you look in the Discord, you'd see the schematic somebody made that I used as inspiration. And it's more
It is a
much
shame
modern.
about the Antonov. Well,
Yes, it was.
That
this is
vehicle went up in a blaze of glory, fortunately.
Yes. This is inspired by a weird diesel punk thing that had modern day, if I remember correctly, AC No, not AC-130. The big Boeing jet that
The big
carries
Boeing
passengers.
jet?
Yes, it's a joke about Boeing. We call them Boeing.
Oh, I see.
Yes. But it had like 8 thrusters on the bottom, like one of their big planes. I can't remember the name of them right now, even as a guy who works on planes for a living.
Ah, me. You expect me to know the answer to some of these questions? You are very wrong.
I mean, as an aircraft mechanic, I should know.
I suppose.
But, oh well. But yes, it almost looks exactly like this. Except for I've taken some massive liberties with the jet engines and turned them into rocket thrusters. Well,
C5 Starlifter.
No, it's the passenger jet. It's like the biggest one there is.
I think
like
Captain
3
Crank
levels
is
or
talking
something.
about something sci-fi. That yeah.
I don't know. I'm out of date on my sci-fi recently. I haven't been reading much.
Wow. Don't ask me. I don't know.
Yes. But I have 3 projects lined up for this. After this one. Let me see if I can
Owen
load
says
in.
an A380.
I think so. I don't know. I'm out of date on what my stuff is, plane-wise and other things.
And yet you work on planes for a living.
Yes. Do you know how many types of planes there are? I work
Probably
on 3
more
types.
than I could count.
Yes. And I'm working on 3 types that are... 2 of them are getting close to the end of their service life. It's ridiculous. I should just bring out the Iron Phoenix for fun.
The Iron Feet.
Do you not remember? Oh, I have to show you the Iron Phoenix. 1 second. It's my LHD ship.
Or LHD ship.
Yes, a landing helicopter destroyer. Or... yes. This is built for water because Wasted had a world up, and I was borrowing it. I shall
Where are
paste
you?
it in the ground.
Oh,
I'm directly
over
under my
there.
ship. Yes.
about 1.4 kilometers away.
My little LHD. It's built to carry helicopters instead of aircraft. Though I was going to build a little Osprey thing for it. And I instead ended up with these little helicopter, future helicopters. That fly wonderfully, by the way. Oh yes,
You say
I
just
forgot that.
falling to the ground.
Nope, that's not it. What's the button again? Ah!
Why?
Oh, yes. I forgot it was power off. I thought I had a different problem.
Oh. Doesn't fly too badly, actually. Ha
Ha, bonk. Little, support helicopters I built.
I mean, I wouldn't describe them as helicopters, but maybe VTOL craft.
VTOL, but they kind of fly like a helicopter, in my opinion.
I guess.
I mean, that's how I fly them anyways. Because I don't know how to build a helicopter with wings yet, or... yeah. So we currently have the Ripper. This is one of 4 ships I think I built.
This ship is a little long and not wide.
Look up at what an LHD ship is, and it's kind of like that. Yeah. They're really long and thin. because they're landing support craft, and they're only built to like support Navy invasions or Marine invasions. Sorry, so they only carry helicopters and VTOLs, and maybe 2 jets at most. They're a bit larger than this, but I scaled it down because space engineers. But I have something I plan to do with that and turn it into a monstrosity like above.
Sounds like fun.
Yes. Then I have an orc plane I need to build. Well, 3 of them. But I'm gonna merge them into one.
Hi, Unity. Ah, Unity, why?
What have
I
they
don't
done
want
this
to
time?
do exercise today.
I almost did it as soon as I popped in as well.
How rude. I can't believe my
You
chat
love
is out
it.
to murder me. Murder me through the joys of exercise.
I'm currently working 6 days a week. You can deal with it.
Hey, I work 6 days a week too, as well, technically.
Yes.
Get up.
I just gotta rib you a little bit.
Uh-huh.
Mm.
Okay. You have 12k
did you
points, you can keep going. Oh, God.
Same. The amount I lurk recently has been a lot.
Fair enough. Alright, I'm gonna quickly do my exercise. Give me a second.
Have fun. Bye-bye.
Ow, ow.
So, chat, if you're gonna keep going, you might as well do it all at one time.
There's a cooldown on them.
Ah, dang it. I was trying to help you out, Lucian. Let him get it all out at one time.
Ow, 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 ow. Please. They hurt. They help me. Ah.
Still mad somebody built the ornithopter before I did.
Ow. No, actually, my knees really do hurt quite a
It
lot.
wasn't even like a
Ow.
month, and there's
Fuck.
already like an amazing ornithopter.
I made the mistake of gremlinizing. Somebody help. I'm dying. I'm dying. Knees are killing me.
Wow, I don't even remember what I named my ship.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh. Right. Where was I? And you thought you were overdramatic? Oh, no, no. Unity, I am the king. No. Queen? No. I am the regent of overdramatic. There we go. Space engineers and workout channel? That's a new one. No, it's just people's way of torturing me now.
Engineer Wars.
At the end of the day, thank you for the T-check. T-check first backman. Backman? Backman. There we go. First backman. Laugh says it all, really. It's not torture, it's enrichment. Depends on your point of view. Ah.
Very correct, Unity. It's not torture. It's enrichment.
Right. Okay. This is actually looking quite good. It feels very cargo ship-esque, but I suppose that's sort of the point.
Haha.
Haha? What are you ha-haing
Yes.
about?
I mean, if it's a cargo ship, that is the point, yes. If you're gonna carry submarines and ores, it should be a cargo ship.
True.
This is the dumbest little patrol boat.
Going up and doing it more regularly. If that's your secret. You can choose to work out so the stream workouts get easier, but you have to hold yourself to it. Yeah, that's true. Okay. Oh, hello. Huge House 78, thank you for the follow and welcome to the stream, my friend.
Welcome.
Okay. This is in preparation for ladder passageway pieces spotted.
Haha, I can't drive over it. Okay.
What are you doing?
Nothing. I don't know. What am I doing?
Driving around in a truck. What did you just hit?
A wall. That's all. There's no damage. It's fine.
Of course there's no damage. Damage off.
Exactly. So you're completely opposite of me. I have damage on at all times.
I mean, I have damage off mainly because I work with a lot of pistons and clangy stuff. So having damage off is basically a requirement for me.
That's how I make sure everything works correctly.
I mean, what I do is I build everything with damage off, and then I test it with damage on. So makes things easier, to be honest.
I don't know. I prefer to build it with damage on. Just makes things easier to me, I guess.
Porthole's going to end up below the waterline? Well, technically, the waterline should be just under where the portholes are, so just around here. But that'll be determined after we finish testing, so we'll see. We shall see.
Nice. Cool. Interesting glitch, but I have found that out.
And this on its head and drop.
So I think I found a new glitch with Keen's weapon system.
Oh, really?
The custom turrets. It constantly, depending on how many you have, it might randomly select a custom turret and then remove all the weapons from it.
Oh, yeah, I think people do that a lot.
I've also seen that on ones with only single turrets, like the Pendragon I just popped in this world.
train.
Indeed. I'm so happy I got that build to work. Yeah, I'm still not exactly what to do about landing this monstrosity for the landing gear.
Deployable landing gear, perhaps?
That's too much work.
Wow.
Also, there's no room. I
mean
left
there's no
zero room for this. Yes. I told you it had a full interior.
Yeah, but you could probably fit somewhere.
Maybe. I don't know. Well, I'm gonna look. I have to search the interior to make sure there's room.
Perhaps, Cranky. Perhaps. I don't know. I mean, realistically, the portholes would be designed to be, like, relatively watertight. They'd have to be. Especially considering this ship has a giant hole in the middle of it.
Also, with the update, it has to be watertight.
Yeah. Well, it has to be airtight, rather.
Well, that too. I'm still surprised you got that to work.
I'm not. Otters can do some incredible things.
True. I kinda wanna do the worst thing ever and land it on wheels. Just 3x3s on pistons.
That
Almost
sounds
like tank treads.
possible hell. Good luck.
Yes. It must be more of a monstrosity. I want to be able to drive it on the ground.
Red.
I find it interesting you paint while you build.
I paint while I build mainly because it's easier to get into the nooks and crannies that way. Everything's basically painted. I find that works better sometimes. Not always, but
Yes. Very true. Well, that was chaotic of a landing. I don't know. Painting always has to happen after. It's weird.
I mean, I usually go in and like redo some stuff afterwards, but most of the time, painting always first or comes during the construction process.
I think the last time I painted something while I built it was so I knew where to paste something.
I think
Oh
new
god.
water mod would require proper compartment. Yes. So basically, the new water mod requires compartmentalization of, for example, this section here would be completely like sectioned, the bulkhead areas and stuff, which I will do at some point. Just around to it.
No, I think the paint job it has right now is kind of growing on me. Yeah. I don't know. It's very hard to decide what I want to do. Because that's technically the only thing stopping this thing from being pasted on the workshop.
Hmm. This is something that I wish there was in Space Engineers. It's just a block to fill this space here. Love that. Fortunately,
That is
that's not
very
in
much
yet.
Soon, TM.
Hmm? Well, we
Soon,
can hope.
TM.
But
Trademark. Yes.
can hope, but I doubt that they'll be adding blocks to this sort of gap. Honestly.
Next DLC, I think there's going to be more blocks.
I don't know. Like, they wouldn't add functional blocks in a DLC. They already got backlash for doing that once.
I mean, the last DLC had a bunch of functional blocks, but they were for the free part of the DLC.
Well, yeah, but like, what I mean is, you've got the DLC and then you've got the update. The update is where they wouldn't functional.
I don't know. To me,
you
yes, I gotcha. Yes, the backwards words.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. It is hard to decide.
Suppose. Okay. That doesn't look bad. I'm actually.
Yeah, I like it. Why don't you just turn the whole thing into a submarine? Because that would be hilarious.
Because that's not the intention.
I see.
The intention is for it to be a submarine carrier. I want to be able to carry my submarine, not have it be. We might turn it into a rocket, but
I know, but I just think that'd be funny just to turn the whole thing into a submarine that carries submarines.
nah, I think that's over the top, to be honest.
Lucian, we are over the top.
I know I'm over the top. That doesn't mean that some things can be a little too over the top, you know?
I guess. I don't know.
I mean, I still need to figure out how I want to design the back of it. I also need to figure out how I want to design bulk action ship.
I mean, you could put the same shape on the back as you did on the front, like old ships used to.
No.
For a while.
It needs to have a different shape. And plus, I need to install the propulsion system at the back as well.
I mean, there's always the generic flat, where it just ends.
Maybe.
Which I still am surprised that they did. Oh, that's too much of a turn.
That's my ship. That's my
Yep.
ship, Fade.
Yep, I blame lag. That was not a good idea.
Mm-hmm. Very quick aim this. I don't know, maybe it does feel.
I mean, it's gonna be in the water, so it's gonna sink.
Yeah, perhaps. Shall we go test that?
I mean, you might as well.
Welcome to Agaris, everyone. Does it float? Answer, no, not really.
I mean, you're still kind of missing a few pieces there.
Well, I'm still missing the entire buoyancy section beneath. But yeah. I don't know. I think it is too tall, even when it is in the.
Damn.
What if we pulled this section down by a block? I know that. Oh.
Oh, this is... Yeah.
That feels a little better to be. Yeah. Yeah. Let's go underneath. Please. There we go. Fairly certain about what level it's floating at, which is good. But we do need to put all the weight, so battery need to go on the lower key. It needs an... Well, yes, Stephen, it does need an app. Of course it needs an app. I did say I wasn't sure about how I wanted to design the app.
I kind of wish I could turn on my older
Pointing out the
computer
obvious.
so I could steal the blueprint files for the Wall of Martyrs I was building a long time ago. So, back when I first started the orcs, I got into like a big, I'm gonna build the best stuff better than you for 40k with Mike Angel type of deal, and then we never followed through on it. But I wanted to build an Imperial defense kit, and that included like a giant wall kit, and it's based off of like the Imperial defense terrain you could buy that are called the Wall of Martyrs, which is like machine gun pillboxes and all that.
Interesting.
Or like giant turrets on the top of the wall. But I lost those when I had to change computers, and it sucks.
Oh dear.
Yes. And that computer's dead. I can't even open it, turn it on.
Can't even access the hard drive?
Nope, because I don't have it no more.
Ah. Yes, well, that would do that, wouldn't it?
Well, I wouldn't be able to access the hard drive either. Because I couldn't open it, not open it up to pull it out. It's incompatible with my current stuff. Yeah, I wanted that SSD.
Not really too cool. What might end up in it? Or on the point where the hull narrows it. Otherwise, unless you put structure on it. I mean, it's going to have a relatively large superstructure on it. That's why I want this upper deck to be a little lower than what I originally designed it with.
It requires a crow's nest. It requires a crow's nest.
Maybe.
Now the real question is, are you building it small or large blocks?
What, for the superstructure?
For your ship, I keep forgetting.
You mean for the submarine?
Yeah. Well, no,
Small grid.
no, the holder, the cargo ship.
So this is the cargo ship.
Yes. Are you building it out of large or small blocks?
Large.
Okay. Because sometimes you do the
Do
thing
you
with
really
the
think I would
small-
have gotten as far as I have in one stream if I was building with small grid?
Yes.
Absolutely not.
I mean, you also like to build small ships gone large, so...
Yes, but small ships have gone large are a completely different thing.
Hmm.
Yeah, I see what you mean, Captain Frankie. I do plan to have, like, a taller superstructure than that. We'll see.
I completely forgot I yoinked this from the stream.
BHP 1005, thank you for the follow and welcome to the stream, my friend. I think it needs to be longer.
Oh?
Yeah. Like, the submarine bay is meant to be central, and at the moment it's more toward the back.
I forgot I yoinked somebody's build from a wasted stream for a turret, and I'm gonna have to steal it now. Or steal the design philosophy behind it, because it's so good. At least for the most part, it's okay. It would be the perfect deck gun for what I'm building next. I think I'm going 6 single railgun large ship turrets. Full on battleship mode. So what do you think about the large ship railgun reload time? It's like a full minute.
I mean, you know me, I'm not really a weapons person building stuff.
Well, I'm not either, but I still think some reloads are quite too long.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's a large railgun. So it's gonna be relatively long on the...
But sometimes
personally, I
feel
think that the reload of the railgun should be power dependent, like how much power generation you have.
Yes, but then you have the crazy people who auto-build railgun and build that Gatling thing, which I think is what they were trying to stop, I think. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't think you could stop that.
True.
Heal of batteries.
Haha.
But yeah, I do think that this needs to be longer. Just because otherwise it won't feel right.
I mean, it is your ship. You might as well do what you need to do.
I'm relatively happy with this actually. So far, I think quite the ship. I doubt that I'll get it finished before, well, anytime soon. For now, though, ladies and gentlemen, we've been streaming for about 4 hours and 20 minutes.
Wow, already.
Yeah, so I think I'm going to call it for the evening, and we are going to go and raid a Sarental. Thank you all very much for joining us today. I used to live by the sea now. But yeah, thank you very much for everyone for joining us this. I hope you all had fun. We will be back tomorrow with some Trine 4 with Sliver and Saren. For now, though, ladies and gentlemen, have a very good evening and a very good night.
Stay safe, everybody.